Yes guys, this is Cash is back today. Now normally for the type of video that I'm going to do, I'd usually add, some witty, funny or even scary intro just to warm you guys up to the main content basically. But no, what I'm going to watch with you guys today, it needs no introduction. It needs no outro. This is just spectacular. It's phenomenal. It's brutal. It's gruesome. These are these words can't even explain the game that we're going to look over. Honestly, it looks absolutely incredible. So what I'm going to do right now is shut the hell up, watch this video with you, and then discuss what we have seen. Here we go. I've watched this before, but I'm excited to see it again. So, if you haven't noticed already, the game's called Ill. Jeez. So this game is powered by Unreal Engine, which is a great engine to use for a game like this. And the developers, there you go, they're called Clout Games. So check them out on Patreon. Small group of developers, but they're building something incredible. So we don't know much about this game at the moment. It's still in very, very early developments. But this game is the first largest project that Clout Games are going forward with. Which is why it's exciting, It's a young developer just going out there and being ambitious. Okay, so let's talk a bit about what's going on behind the scenes with this game and the developers. As you saw, it's by a group called Clout Games. Now, this concept it's a Patreon supported title. Now, it's Clout Games, they're not a huge development group, they're Patreon supported, so they don't have large corporation backing. And for them to, show us what they're doing in such spectacular form, in the form of Ill, it's just it's such an ambitious project, and it looks like it's going to be very, very excellently executed. Now the studio, what they're looking to sort of make here is, I don't know, I mean, it's sort of a zombie type of game, but it's not your usual zombies that you see in Resident Evils, World War Z, or even Days Gone. It's the team's own vision, and it's what they envision that their zombies would look like, and how they would act and react, or even mutate. And we saw a couple of the zombies, or even a zombie mutating in that, and it just looked incredible. So it is a horror game, as you can see. The graphics, the visuals, everything is just so engaging. It's just so eye-catching. And when you have a look at, I'm just going through the through the company information about the game as well. So we'll look at this when we go further into the video, but they've had so much attention to detail. When there was a scene where the guy was shooting that tall zombie or whatever it was, you could see him shooting each body part, and it was reacting well. It's reacting like that body part was being shot. He got shot in the arm, and he just got shot in the arm, and that was it. He didn't get shot in the arm, but then his whole body blasted to smithereens. No, it is just his arm. And for being such a small studio with not such a a huge backing for them to go to such lengths in their attention to detail. For me, it's got me really excited about this game, and I can't wait to finally get to play a demo. If sorry, can't get my words out. That's how excited I am. If there ever is a demo, which I have been hearing murmurs about, it's something that we might see soon. It's something we might not, just depending on how the funding for the project goes, I'm guessing. But yeah, I mean, if we go through the company a bit more, it just sort of gives us an idea of what the game is. It doesn't really tell us much about the story, but it seems like your typical, I don't know, your Hills Have Eyes sort of setup. There's just a guy driving down a dark road, and some freaks are in the road, and they're killing people basically. And this guy crashes, and they take him out of the car into their home, whatever you want to call it, and then that's when all the nightmare just begins to unfold. So let's delve into this game in a bit more detail. So as you can see, I mean, we're not sure yet whether the character's in a house, a mansion, mental asylum. It could be either. But from just looking at it, the wallpaper's cracked, it's peeling, it's bloody. Then you disappear in this basement, and in here we're looking at the dismembering now. You see the shot, it hit his arm, and that's it. His arm fell off, and then I'm pretty sure he goes for a headshot now, and that's it. His head's gone. And then when you think that's it, no, developers give you more. So something clearly crawls out of this thing. Is this thing the cause for people turning into these zombies? Is it has it come out of space? Has it been engineered to take control of people? Is this someone's idea of starting a sort of zombie apocalypse? We don't know yet, and that's what's great about this game. There's so much going on, and we've got so much to look forward to. And right here, you see a group of 4-5 zombies, and watching this, it really does set an atmosphere. And the way the graphics look, the way it looks, the way it feels, how accurate it looks as well in terms of gunshots. It looks incredible, it looks incredible. And again, you're looking at the attention to detail. God, I can't get my words out. So yeah, you're looking at the attention to detail, and they have gone all out. It seems they've used their time wisely to showcase what they can do. And if this development team needs funding to go further, honestly guys, I know I'll be supporting them. And if you want to see this as well, as much as I do, because of just how great it looks, make sure you help fund this game. I mean, I want to see it, and I'm sure you do as well. And here, looking at these zombies again, it's their own version. It's a zombie, then it mutates into something else. I know it's quite similar actually to Resident Evil, but they've turned it into their own. I think something important to note though about this game, as we know, this game, I mean, I'm not too sure if it's currently in full-time development. I don't believe it is. Read a few things that are saying it's not in full-time development. Yeah, read a few things that are saying it is in development. But again, it's a studio that's funded by supporters. Now, it could potentially mean this game needs more funds in order for Clout Games to finish it as a full-time project. And I don't think that's something they have at the minute in terms of funding for the game. Just going over a bit of information about the game. It seems everything we've seen today and so far are trailers just to promote what they can do, just to help them gather some traction. So what we saw is basically, a bit of information about the story, like a tiny snippet of information about the story, and a couple of gameplay concepts. And I do think that the developers may show us another footage or two. I mean, not 5-10 minute length clips, but again, maybe another 2 or 3 minute length clip of how the game's developing, just to sort of entice, more funding, more backing. And it doesn't currently have a release date as I'm currently reading, but you can follow the development of Clout Games. You can see how they're getting on. Follow their Twitter, their Patreon. Keep up to date with it. I'll be keeping up to date with it as well. I really hope this is a game that receives the funding it deserves, so it can push on and become a contender for one of the best games released in whatever year it will eventually be released in, because I do think it has the potential. Thank you guys for joining me again on this beautiful evening to witness a potential a potential game of the year when it does eventually come out. Thank you very much for watching. Please make sure you like, comment and subscribe. Share the love, people, and I'll see you on the weekend.